Number 20. Find the eccentricity of the ellipse 9x squared plus 16y squared minus 36x plus 96y plus 36 equals 0. Alright, so let's get started. The first thing you have to do is get this into the standard form of an ellipse. So the standard form of an ellipse is x minus h squared over a squared plus y minus k squared over b squared, and that equals 1. This a and b can be switched, but in general, you're going to say that a is greater than b. So, how can we do that? So the first thing you have to do is separate out your x's and y's. So I'm going to rewrite this equation such that the x's are together and the y's are together. And then I'm just going to move the 36 over to the right-hand side. So what I can do then is take these x's and factor out a 9, and then take the y's and factor out a 16. And this still all equals negative 36. Okay, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to complete the square with each of the parts. So with the x part and with the y part, and that'll help me get these forms right here, this x minus h and this y minus k. So if I do that for the x's, I get 9 times x squared minus 4x plus 4. And then with the y's, it would be y squared plus 6y plus 9. But then I also have to add whatever I added on the left-hand side to the right-hand side. So on the left, from here I added 36 because I added a 4 being multiplied by 9. So add 36. And then for the y's, I added a 16 times 9, which is 144. Alright, next I'm just going to make these into squares. That was the whole point of completing the square. And then on the right, minus 36 and plus 36 cancel out, and we're just left with 144. Now, the final step, if you notice, we have 1 over here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide both sides by 144. So 9 times x minus 2 squared divided by 144 would just be x minus 2 squared over 16. And then over here, 16 times y plus 3 squared divided by 144. That'll be y plus 3 squared divided by 9, and that equals 1. Alright, so to find the eccentricity, you have to use this formula. The eccentricity is equal to the square root of a squared minus b squared, where a is greater than b, and then divide that by a. So, we know a squared is 16 and b squared is 9, so a is 4 and b equals 3. In fact, if you wanted to take a shortcut, you really could figure this out from the beginning, because you're always going to have to divide by something that will give you 1 in the end on the right. And so you really could have just looked right here at this 9x squared and the 16y squared to find out what a and b were going to be. So a is 4 and b is 3, so our eccentricity will be the square root. 4 squared is 16, 3 squared is 9, all over 4. And so our eccentricity is going to be square root of 7 divided by 4, and that is equal to about 0.661. Or I'm just going to do 0.66, because these are all to the hundredths place. So that will be answer choice C. Now, I'm going to show you a way to do this on your TI Inspire that is significantly quicker and doesn't require you to do all this work on a test that we all know takes about as much time as you're given. So 9x squared plus 16y squared. I'm going to create a graph page. And then I'm going to change this. Look what I do here. So by default, you're going to be as a function. But if you notice, we don't actually have a function. We have what's called a relation because we have x's and y's all mixed together. So what you do menu, and then graph, and then you go to relation. And then I'm just going to type in our relation. So it's 9x squared plus 16y squared, that's not a squared, plus, minus 36x plus 96y plus 36 equals 0. And here we have the ellipse. And so what we can do is we go to menu again, analyze graph, analyze conics, because that's what an ellipse is. It's a kind of conic. And then see right here under H we have eccentricity. So you click on that, and you can just hover over and see we have square root of 7 over 4, which we can confirm again. Square root of 7 divided by 4. That's not going to work. Yep, and we get 0.66. And that's the same thing that we got before, so we can be pretty confident that we're correct. So that's answer choice C. Alright, so if you have any questions from other tests, make sure to leave a comment and I'll make a video with the solution. With that said, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe. This has been Investigative Math, and I will see you next time.